Because I love physical media, because you love physical media, and because July was such a great month for physical media, I have a stack of brand new physical media releases I picked up last month to share with you fine folks.
Welcome to pizowell Home Video.
First up, and I just got this one in the mail the other day, I will be doing a full review of this movie and of this release in the very near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It is the Second Sight Films limited edition Blu-ray release for Lucky McKee's May. May is a great movie, and I am very much looking forward to diving into this release from Second Sight Films. Next up is a Vestron Collector Series release for a movie that I used to rent all the time back in the day, and revisiting it for the first time in many, many, many years. Courtesy of this release, I had a smile on my face pretty much the entire time. I'm talking about My Best Friend is a Vampire. This movie brought back so many fond memories. I loved it as a kid, and I still love it now. This is a great release for the film, and it's very affordable. I highly recommend it if you've not picked up the Vestron Collector Series release for My Best Friend is a Vampire. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Next up from the MVD Rewind Collection, this is the 4K UHD for Swamp Thing. I did a full review of the movie and of this release not long ago, so go check out that video for a full review of the movie and of all the extras, the picture quality, the sound quality, etc., on this release. But to summarize, this is a great release for Swamp Thing. It includes both cuts of the film in glorious 4K with lots of extras. Definitely, if you are a fan of Swamp Thing, you should buy this release. Next, I got a couple of releases that I picked up during Prime Day. The first being the Halloween Trilogy 4K set. So I have mixed feelings about this trilogy, but the price was right. The price was more than right, I thought. For the trilogy on 4K that, I couldn't say no. I have already paid Halloween 2018 a couple of revisits, and I can see myself revisiting it a time or two in the future. I can see myself also revisiting Halloween Ends at some point in the future, and I did pay Halloween Kills one revisit, but that's probably going to be it. But now I own them all with deleted and extended scenes. Halloween Kills is the extended cut because we really needed more of that one. And according to the back of the release, there are in-depth interviews with cast and filmmakers and a series of featurettes exploring the making of the most terrifying horror franchise of all time. Also from Prime Day, I picked up the 4K UHD of The Batman, and I have not watched it yet. I think it was like $4. It was under $5. This 4K was under $5 during Prime Day. And this is literally the only Batman movie that I've not watched. I will watch this movie eventually. That's why I bought it. And because it was under $5. But I now own it. So when I do want to watch it, I'll just get it. Next up from Scream Factory, and I did a full review of the movie and of this collector's edition 4K UHD release not long ago. It is for my favorite 80s slasher, The Burning. I love this movie. It looks great in 4K. Go check out my full review. Just do it. Next, we have another Scream Factory Collector's Edition 4K release that I also did a standalone unboxing video for, and that is for Creepshow. I didn't do a review of this release. I did an unboxing showing off the release and all of the other accoutrements that came with it from Scream Factory. There was a sticker, there was a poster. I think there were multiple slipcases. Go check out that unboxing video. but I have watched the release since then, and I can tell you that the movie looks pretty darn good in 4K. Next up, from Kino Lorber, The White Buffalo, starring Charles Bronson. This is a new release from Kino. I've never seen the film before, but if you're familiar with my channel, you know I love Charles Bronson, so I'm excited to check out The White Buffalo, starring Charles Bronson. Next, we have two different 4K releases for the same movie. We have the Jaws 2 Target exclusive Steelbook and just the standard Jaws 2 4K. Why do I need two different 4K releases for the same film? Well, A, it's Jaws 2, and I love Jaws 2. B, because one's a steelbook, and C, because I love Jaws 2. This is a beautiful steelbook release for Jaws 2, though, and I love the poster art, the classic poster art for Jaws 2. But I do dig the fact that the design for the steelbook is like from the perspective of the shark's mouth on the original poster art. I just think that's cool. Next up, I have a vintage physical media release for one of my favorite 80s thrillers. It's a Betamax for Rowdy Harrington's Jax Back. Do I really need a Betamax of Jax Back in my collection? Yes. I love this movie. If you've not seen it, I highly, highly recommend it. And it's a Betamax. I stumbled across it on eBay. The guy wanted $10 for it or something like that, and I couldn't say no. And it's in really good shape too. Again, if you've not seen Jax Back, I highly, highly recommend it. This is the second Betamax in my collection now. The first one being for Friday the 13th: A New Beginning. So the Jax Back Betamax has some good company. And I picked up a DVD. Not just any DVD, though. A DVD for Wicked. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a Sunday night stream with Jesse Nelson from Diabolic DVD and Brad Henderson from TerrorVision, in which we talked about movies that either needed a brand new or updated/upgraded physical media release. And I don't remember if it was Brad or Jesse. I don't recall off the top of my head, but one of them mentioned Wicked, and it sounded... I purchased this DVD before the stream ended. That's how interesting it sounded to me. And the thing about this film is that it's shot in duo vision. It's a murder mystery presented in split screen. Need I say more? Next is a release I'm going to need some assistance with when it comes to properly hyping it up. Hey, Bubba, how you doing?
Yes.
I got you something. I think you're going to like this a lot. Go ahead and open it up and see what it is. You got it. You got it. There you go.
Stooge-O-Rama.
What is it?
Stooge-O-Rama.
Stooge-O-Rama. What do you think?
Yes.
Is that cool?
Yes.
That is a lot of Stooge shorts, Bubba. I think it's 8 hours of Three Stooges.
Yes.
Does that sound like fun to you?
Yes.
Show it to me. Yeah, Stooge, 8 hours of unseen rarities, Bubba. A 3-disc set. How cool is that?
Yes.
Are you going to watch all 8 hours?
Yes.
I bet you will. I bet we will. I bet we will. 8 hours of unseen, rare Three Stooges stuff. You can put it down now. So you're excited?
Yes.
We gonna watch it?
Yes.
What are we gonna eat when we watch it?
Popcorn.
Popcorn? What are we gonna drink when we watch it?
Zero sugar Mountain Dew.
Zero sugar Mountain Dew. Okay. All right, that sounds like a good time. Stooge-O-Rama. What do you think?
Yes.
All right. Say bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Say peace.
Peace.
That's right. Stooge-O-Rama. 8 hours of Stooge rarities. We've not dove into it just yet, but Jeremy has reminded me a few times that we need to set aside some time in order to have a Stooge-O-Rama. Next up from Synapse Films, we have the documentary Invaluable about the artist Tom Sullivan. Of course, Mr. Sullivan is best known for his involvement with the Evil Dead franchise, and this release includes interviews with the likes of Bruce Campbell, Ted Raimi, Josh Becker, Danny Hicks, Hal Delrich, Ellen Sandweiss, Betsy Baker, Teresa Tilley, and more. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Invaluable. Next up, I have got 4 releases from Arrow Video, the first one being a 4K UHD for Weird Science. So Weird Science is the kind of movie that definitely deserves a 4K upgrade. I've not had a chance to check out this release just yet. If you have, please let me know your thoughts on the 4K down in the comments section below. Next, we have Jackie Chan in New Fist of Fury. This release is chock full of extras. It is absolutely loaded. We get a new 2K restoration from the original negatives and just a lot of bonus materials. I've not seen New Fist of Fury, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. That's why I decided to add it to my collection. And if you've seen New Fist of Fury, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. Next, also from Arrow, another 4K UHD for Martin Scorsese's Hugo. I've yet to see Hugo. This is one of the few Martin Scorsese movies that I've not seen, so I decided to fix that by adding the 4K UHD to my collection. Next up from MVD, What the Waters Left Behind, Scars. This one looks pretty brutal, and I'm not above the occasional dose of brutality when it comes to my horror, so I'm looking forward to checking out What the Waters Left Behind, Scars. That kind of sounds like the title of a death metal album, actually. What the Waters Left Behind, Scars. Or from the band Scars, What the Waters Left Behind. From Cauldron, I picked up a lesser-known Lucio Fulci movie that I saw many, many years ago, and remember liking quite a bit. That's why I picked up this release. Contraband. And yes, Lucio Fulci directed other movies, not just horror. It's been many years since I last saw Contraband, but I do remember liking it, and this release from Cauldron looks really cool. Cauldron's one of those new companies that have just come out the gate swinging, and they've dropped some really nice releases, and this one for Contraband looks to be no different. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I have got 3 releases that were sent to me by my friend Sasha all the way in Germany. The first one is a media book, a very beautiful looking media book. Got to be careful with it though. Let me get it just right. All right, there we go. It's the media book release for Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Now, of course, I've seen Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer a few times. Great movie. I love it, but I don't think I've ever heard of World Gone Wild. But these are 2 beautiful media book releases. Germany always gets these great media book releases. I don't know why we can't get these kinds of releases over here, but Germany has definitely cornered the market when it comes to media books. And Sasha sent me the Blu-ray release for Anatomy. Anatomy is a movie I saw many, many years ago. I don't remember that much about it, but I'm looking forward to revisiting it. So thank you very much, Sasha. Very kind of you to send me these 3 releases all the way from Germany. So there you go. A beautiful stack of physical media. 4Ks, Blu-rays, a DVD, even a freaking Betamax. If you picked up any of these releases last month, please let me know your thoughts on them down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.